Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Just go to bed. Just go to bed. There's nothing to listen here.
What? What? Come on.
I'm kidding around.
Man, what a spokesman you are for the programming. Just go to bed.
Just go to bed.
Jeez.
This is the Damn It Unhappy Devils recap. Devils After Dark. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio virtual studios here in beautiful New Jersey and Beverly Hills, California. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. The comments are coming in. Michael Hay can't sleep, according to Facebook Live. Donnell Weaver is now already commenting on the YouTube Live as we're going to do the Unhappy Devils recap.
Yeah, survey says not ringing the hell's bells tonight. No more. One more for the bad guys here because the Devils did not pick up the victory in an awkward game, which saw some weird things happen that Sam Wu we're going to have to discuss. But let's roll through it because Horvat, like Newman, could have had him. Oh, Corey Schneider. And then Horvat.
The thing about Bo Horvat is we could have had him and also Connor McDavid at the same time had we not traded for Corey Schneider. Martin Brodeur would have finished off his career, never would have gone to the Blues, finished as a Devil. The Devils would have been in last place, had a great chance to get Connor McDavid and Austin Matthews, and may have retained Lou Lamoriello at the same time. And we wouldn't hence have all these problems. Just saying.
Yeah. Captain Hindsight is here in full effect right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Wham Sue, Sam Wu's, evil brother, is apparently on the podcast here, Devils After Dark. Welcome in to everybody on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live. Thank you all for the likes, follows, subscribes, all the comments. Hey, yo. We're still doing some Scott Hall tribute over here as well. Survey says Devils had a weird game today. We got our wish, Nico. We got our Nikos. Nico Dawes was back in goal. Nico in net. I like that. And the captain, Nico Hischier, was back there at center ice taking some face-offs. Rang one off the post on the power play. Created some good chances there with Dawson Mercer on that line and occasionally with Jesper Bratt, but kind of a weird game here. And also to note, Jonas Siegenthaler was a late scratch with a non-COVID illness. So someone had the fish. Or the chicken. Which one is it that that we had on the flight or whatever over? Something didn't go over too well. So we know poor Jonas will hopefully be back against Calgary, but we'll see how it goes. I would expect against Edmonton, but also Siegenthaler there out of the game. So in the first period, the weirdness began because about 2 minutes into it, the person we were talking about in great detail on Game Day Live, because myself and Beer Baron were filling in for the great Vinny Parisi, we were talking about potential trades. And who is out there in the old trade bait list, top of the barrel? Well, besides PK Subban, Pavel Zacha. We know we've heard some rumors about Vancouver being interested, and thank you, whoever that was. Was it Quinn Hughes? I can't remember. Somebody went and cross-checked old Pavel, and he kind of slid awkwardly into the boards as he was on a partial break. Kind of looked damaged to the knee or ankle, shin area. Don't really know. Lower leg, but he left the game, and this was literally like 2 minutes into the game if you didn't see it. And he did not return. It was not a skate repair that needed to happen right there. Oh, no. Something went awry. And we'll have to wait for further detail besides lower leg injury, because I'm sure that'll be the report coming out there. But very quickly into the game, the Devils already in this is going to be a weird one, because we were really also, a little showcase for Pavel as well, a team that's interested in him. And boom. And we'll talk about someone else who teams have been interested in also.
They're whacking our players.
Though he was able to return, but we'll talk about another injury a little later on. In the first period, though, 3:34 into it, something else that we're not used to seeing, Nico Daws giving up an early goal there. And this was really, friggin' JT Miller is crushing it this year. This whole play, basically JT Miller just outside of the zone, he basically cycled himself. He just went into a big little mini circle, and then he found Hunt coming up the wing and just blew right up the side. I think he beat Siegenthaler, who was out of position. The defensemen were out of position because JT was doing this cycle move. So a little hurricane of himself. They're a little tornado, and finds Hunt zooming up the wing, and he's able to blast one past Nico Daws. First goal of the game, 3:34 into it. Big slap shot. That's Miller's 47th assist right there. And then there were some incredible saves. I got to say, Nico Daws did, who was it that he got across? I think it was actually off of JT Miller as well. There was a setup for JT Miller to have a wide open net, just kind of slam that baby home. And before you knew it, Nico Daws was already on the other side of the crease, caught it on his knee, I believe. Didn't even need to flash the glove at that point. Caught it on the leg pad to rob JT Miller because he had an open net there. But then Höglander gets his 10th of the year from Bo Horvat. We're going to hear that name pretty often in this show. Old Bo Horvat and Brock Besser both get their 18th assist on the backhander from Högland. And, the Devils had a good number of chances over here. These were kind of tough goals on Nico Daws. I don't know. They were a little bit of tough goals. The only one I think he may have want back was, I think, the Bo Horvat one, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But before the end of the period, because the Devils didn't completely go into sleepwalker mode here, we were wondering there for a second, and we were thinking about, all right, weren't you thinking about, hey, I remember when our good friend Scotty, who lives in Southern California, went to see the Devils play the Anaheim Ducks. It was their first day in town, and oh boy, did they look like they just got off the plane. I wonder if they're going to do that again tonight here in Vancouver. Well, they didn't really all the way. The gravy chain came through at the end of the period in almost a very similar fashion as Hunt did for the Canucks earlier on in the first. Coming up the wing, he was able to get Yegor Sharangovich, set him up there. Ryan Graves with a quick snap wrister to get it by Thatcher Demko, who was lights out because, man, Jack Hughes had about 6 or 7 glorious chances tonight that he wasn't able to convert on. He got one of them in there. He's
shooting. He's shooting.
He's shooting. Keep shooting.
Yeah.
Keep shooting, Jackie boy. Don't even worry about it. They're gonna keep going in. Thatcher Demko was standing on his head tonight. But Gravy got that at his 5th. So Devils going into the second now 2-1. And it finally happened. 4:25 into it. Jack Hughes gets a great saucer, alley-oop pass, whatever you want to call it, from Jesper Bratt. Just a little backhand, like that. Right over, I can't remember the Vancouver Canucks defenseman right there, but just right over, lands perfectly in front, just leading Jack Hughes down the ice for a breakaway, and he finally gets his glory and gets it past Thatcher Demko. What a shot. What a shot. Finally burying it right there. And it was a good feeling. Devils now tied it 2-2. You're like, okay, this is the team that we've been accustomed to. They can regain their focus. Had a little rough start. See how it goes. But yeah. So this is the one, even though they say it was like a 95 or 96 mile an hour blast, Bo Horvat came up unassisted for a monster slap shot. His 21st of the year. And Nico Dawes got a little bit of it, but he didn't get all of it. And it trickled on through. And I think that's the one that he's just like, wow. I really wish I got back. Because about 20 seconds later, there was a scramble in front of the net. And Tanner Pearson was left wide open for just a slam dunk rebound. I mean, a slam dunk pass. It was a fake shot pass from Myers to Pearson, and he just buried it. There was nobody there. It was a big scramble in front. And here's what I want to talk to you about, Sam Wu. Lindy Ruff. Now, you've been on the Lindy must stay train, and I've been on the Lindy...
He was overthinking it. He was overthinking it.
He pulled Nico Dawes. And as soon as he pulled Nico Dawes, I was like, this game is over. They're not...
It's over.
They're not coming back from this, and Gillies is going to give up a couple more goals. I'm like 100%. I did not think it was the right move. Please, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, Facebook Live, let us know what you think about that. I did not agree with Lindy pulling Nico Dawes at that point. I thought he played pretty well. The Horvat shot, I think, is the one that you want back. But it was a rocket. I'll give you that. He got a piece of it. But that last one from Pearson, like, there's no way he was going to do anything on that. No way. Pearson was wide open on the opposite side of him, on the far side, just parked there for the perfect, shot pass from Myers. I mean, he had no chance. So pull him there. I don't know if it was the right move. It did, however, create some opportunities for the Devils. They did not quit. They did not quit. They played pretty well. Bastian ended up getting his 11th of the year. That's 10 of his 11 goals as a New Jersey Hockey Devil, Sam Wu. And I will tip my hat to you. As we all know, you wanted to expose Damon Severson in the expansion draft instead of Nathan Bastian. And, I mean, look at this production coming from your fourth line. Yeah. Hey, 10 goals from your fourth line, winger? Whew. Sign me up. So Bastian got it. This was really made due by Jack Hughes and Igor Sharangovich, who got the puck on net. It was a good shot to actually get it through some traffic, and then Bastian just banging it home on his backhand. Like we said, for his 11th, that's Jack Hughes, Jackie Boy's 27th assist of the year. Then in the third period. Now, wait a minute. We did have something happen. Okay, so now we're thinking, okay, we're back. It's what now? It's 4-3. It's coming to the end of the second period. And something happened, Sam Wu. Please fill us in.
North of the border, Devils versus the Canucks. Close to halftime, Devils are in the 2-minute drill. Boquist under center. Ball snapped. He drops back. He passes to Andre. Oh! Johnson's down. Johnson is down. Johnson is down. He's bleeding all over the ice. Flags are thrown. The late flag is thrown. Johnson is down. What is the penalty? unsportsmanlike penalty, defense, number 64, hitting a defensive receiver, half of the distance to the goal, automatic, first down! Are you ready, New Jersey?
I think that was a legal hit on a defenseless player, or defenseless receiver. But either way, that was incredible. Once again, Sam Wu coming through with the amazing calls for everything. Andreas, don't call me Andre Johnson, Janssen. And see, even Winston is appreciative. And that goes out to Antonio, I think. Antonio was asking about Winston on the pregame show. So there's Winston for you. But yeah, Andreas Janssen took a nasty high stick at the end of the period, double minor. And you know what? At first, I thought he got clipped because he got knocked down or tripped up on the play. And he was down, like getting up on his knees. And that's when I thought he actually got hit in the face. And I'm like, I wonder if they're going to review this and see that he was actually, low to the ground, accidental or something like that. It wasn't technically a high stick then, but no, it was like literally the second he stood back up full again, like whoop, like stick just right up his face. That looked gnarly. But Sam, what is Andreas Janssen? He's a what?
A forward?
What sport does he play?
Football?
What I was going for is he's a hockey player, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what they do? They take it up,
confused.
They wrap it up, little butterfly stitch, and guess what? Our man was back out on the ice in the third period. He took that.
Sorry, it's late.
It's okay.
The brain.
After that football call, you could do no wrong, my friend. You could do no wrong. But unfortunately, yeah, they're in the, we didn't get any goals. I think that's where Nico Hischier hit the post, I believe. And the period expires. So we start the third with 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And that's when we give up the shorthanded goal. Wah, wah, wah,
yeah.
Wah.
Dougie Hamilton.
Bo Horvat again from Quinn Hughes and JT Miller. And like I said, I got to be honest, when I knew Gillies was going in there, I'm like, oh boy, this is not going to be good. Go Gadget Gillies. It was fun for a while, but go Gillies blocker. It didn't happen. What was it on the second goal? Who had this? He kind of went like this to like block everything and left like this hole, and like the puck just goes like like right up.
Hey,
and
you know what?
I couldn't help but laugh, like, because I'm just like, oh man. If you saw that replay, it just looks funny because he's just shrugging everything he's got, like both arms up in the air instead of just like, the glove hand to kind of block it. He's throwing his entire body.
Hey, you know what? It may get us. It may get us a better draft pick. I wouldn't be making fun of that.
He's out there. Hey, you know what? He's out there trying. It just looked funny on the replay. I was just like, oh man, But hey, I hope they put Nico Dawes back in there tomorrow when they're back in Calgary. But that wrapped it up 6-3. The Devils still had pressure though throughout the night, even into the third period, late into the game and everything. They were still creating chances. Jack Hughes, Sharon Govich had a nice game. Dawson Mercer got in on a couple things there. He was messing it up a little bit with some players. Who else had some good opportunities? Bastion had a couple other good opportunities. Jackie Boy. Jesper Brett had some good setups. Wasn't too many like big monster shots from Jesper, but Jack Hughes, I feel, was the standout on the offensive side for the Devils. I mean, he was not only creating chances, he was taking chances. I mean, he was making them happen with his shots as well. I don't know where the hell I was going on that one, but either way, Devils lose 6-3. 3 stars of the game: Jack Hughes the third, JT Miller the second, Bo Horvat. Horvat. He got the first star of the game. Somehow or another, Thatcher Demko didn't get a star of the game. I really don't understand that one, but hey, shots on goal, Devils, 10, 14, 11 for a total of 35. The Canucks, 13, 11, 7 for a total of 31. Face-offs, all right, finally getting a little bit back to normal with Nico, 47% to 53 in favor of the Canucks. Power plays, Devils 0 for 3, Canucks 0 for 1. Hits, we were out-hit 25 to 16. Blocks, even up there, 14. Only 4 giveaways, which you like to see. Only 2 takeaways. Canucks protecting the puck. But there you go. 6-3. Devils loss. Don't think it was the right call to pull Nico Doss.
No, I disagree with that. I think Lindy Ruff is overthinking that. And, Nico Dawes, could the Devils have won that game with Nico Dawes staying? I think they could have. But once Gillies came in, I mean, Gillies wasn't that bad, but at the same time, you can't coddle these kids. You got to let them experience a little pain being down 4-2 and trying to, work their way back into the game. Again, but back-to-back games. Will Nico Dawes start tomorrow? I would think so.
He better against Calgary.
If you're gonna,
Christopher Jacobs and Michael Hay here on Facebook both say the same thing. Like Calgary, Calgary's a much better team than Vancouver. They better, they got to get with it. Yeah. Well, that Demko was great tonight. Chris McDowell, I agree. Let the kid play through it. He wasn't playing bad. Like, I don't know how you really fault him on that 4th goal. The only one would be the Horvat, and they said it was like a 95-mile-an-hour shot.
That's
a rocket.
It could have been, in Lindy's defense, it could have been if Lindy felt that the team was not supporting his goaltender, But at the same time, let the kid play. I mean,
let him play through.
He didn't do anything.
Let him play.
I mean, it's not like Nico Dawes sleptwalked throughout the game. He made some huge saves, point blank shots, some
really big saves.
Point blank
that
shots,
one on JT
side
Miller.
To side. Yeah,
that one JT Miller. And he went cross crease. Like that was pretty, very nice.
Yeah,
he's good, man. He is good.
But that's the exciting part about watching these games. I don't think they're meaningless. I think right now Nico Dawes is just making a bigger case of being the number 1 goaltender in New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
And Mackenzie Blackwood is probably thinking to himself, I better fight my way back, get healthy as soon as possible because I've got competition. And not just Dawes, but I think Schmid also can give Mackenzie Blackwood
backup spot.
Yeah,
a nice backup spot he can play himself into. That's fine.
Yeah. So, but I think tonight was kind of a disappointment, but sort of expected. Cross-continent trip. I think Siegenthaler,
I'll be interested to see how tomorrow goes. I hope tomorrow is not a complete wash, that kind of deal. I hope they come out with a little extra pep in their step. Getting this one game under their belt out on the West Coast. Like I was saying in Game Day Live, like when you're coming out west from the East Coast, like it's that just seems really late, Yeah. And I'm sure for the players at first, but you could get used to it. It's easier to get used to that than it is going back the other way and having to get up earlier. That sucks.
Yeah.
The West,
but
I
will say
they have to move up earlier.
I will say that I'm very happy with Jack Hughes that he is shooting first forward right now. He's not tentative. And you could see how it just opens up his line mates when Jack Hughes does his thing. Dougie Hamilton, I don't like giving up shorthanded goals. Dougie Hamilton was on ice on that power play when that happened. So, again, for now, I would keep Severson as the number 1 defenseman quarterbacking the power play.
What was that? What was that? I'm sorry,
does
what?
Not.
Who?
Severson does not cough it up.
Who was that? Sam was saying who? Who was that?
Severson.
Sam Wu? Oh,
Butt
okay.
puck.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
But Nathan Bash is
I
making him look good too.
Wasn't sure if my headphones were broken there or something. That's the guy that you were going to leave in the expansion draft, right? Right?
The thing about Damon Severson is he's definitely benefiting from Nathan Bastian parking his butt in front of the net on the power play. So those statistics could be a little bit skewed with Damon Severson quarterback in the power play unit, PP1. However, he's not a liability on defense as much as Dougie Hamilton, who seems to be on the ice when the shorthanded chances go the other way, just like tonight.
Okay. Well, I'll be expecting some stills if it happens again tomorrow on Devils After Dark, because that's right. Tomorrow, we are back at it once again against the Calgary Flames, kicking off this West Coast, this 3-game West Coast trip up to Canada. Was the snowy north up there. There we go.
NFZ from Nico Dawes. NFZ.
That's right.
Yep.
Protect that boy. He is going to be our future. No, but we're heading back out to across the way there to Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And we are going to see the Devils take on the Flames, high-powered Flames team. Johnny Gaudreau, Jersey boy, Beer Baron's other man crush besides Mike McLeod. Every time there's like a trade rumor, Beer Baron's like, you think we could get Johnny Gaudreau? I think he'd probably want to come back because he's like, I'm like, why on earth would Johnny Gaudreau want to come to the Devils like the last 4 or 5 years? I'm like, why? What? Whoa!
I do not want Johnny Gaudreau. Don't want Johnny Gaudreau.
Well, listen, if we had a team built around him already, that'd be fantastic, but we're not there yet. So we'll get to see him on the Flames, and we'll see him good, and we'll just keep, we'll keep yesing Beer Baron. Yes, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, okay. That's what
Put
we
him
do.
on the line.
That's what we do.
Put him on the line with Mikey McLeod.
You'll see Mikey McLeod score 30 goals if you put him with Johnny. I can see that. Put Bastian with him. He'll protect everybody. But anyway, Vinny will be back for Game Day Live tomorrow. Sam, will there be a Woo report?
It's going to be tough.
Possibly.
It's going to be tough.
Possibly.
It's a late night, but there will be State of the Fan address, and shortly
with
after Game Day Live.
Okay, it's going to be right after Game Day Live.
No, it's going to be State of the Fan address is going to be before Game Day Live, and then
before
Game Day
Live
after.
After, that's what it is. Okay, sorry. Yes, because the time. Yes. So you got Nick Villano from Pucks and Pitchforks, where you can see writings of our own Sam Wu and our own Vinny Parisi, who you can catch on Game Day Live tomorrow.
Yep.
They're all authors of hockey literature for you to go ahead and read and study about, as you would say up in Canada. So go ahead and check it out.
Warriors.
Pucks and Pitchforks, Keyboard Warriors, and
bunch of trolls.
You can hear Nick tomorrow right here on the Let's Go Devils podcast network, doing the State of the Fan address. Sam will hit the music, and then we'll have Game Day Live with Vinny and Sam, and then after that, that's right, we will be back for Devils After Dark, hopefully talking about a big Devils win, ringing them hell's bells against the Calgary Flames. Until that time, that is when we will speak again.
Yeah. And dropping the podcast in about 20 minutes. Have a good sleep, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Till next time.
It's real Devils After Dark.
Let's go, Devils.